Remember, the mind is like a sword that cuts both ways. It can wound or heal. Choose daily how you will wield it. Train it not just to think, but to believe. Believe in your resilience, in your ability to grow, in your capacity to win. There will be moments when your mind feels weary and blunt, when negative thoughts pile up like heavy stones. In those moments, be gentle with yourself. Rest, reset, and then return to the sharpening work. Because this is a lifelong practice, one that shapes not just your outcomes, but your very being. You are the blacksmith of your mind. The hammer is your will. The anvil is your daily discipline. And the fire, that is your burning desire to live a life of purpose, courage, and victory. Sharpen your mind each day, and no situation will ever defeat you. Reframe failure as feedback. Not finality. Failure is often painted as the end, a verdict of defeat that seals your fate. But failure, in truth, is a mirror reflecting back the truths you need to see, the lessons you need to learn, and the courage you need to build. It is not a final sentence. It is an opening door. When you face failure, it is natural for your mind to recoil, to whisper stories of inadequacy and shame. But what if you could rewrite that story? What if failure was not the enemy, but the greatest teacher you have? This shift in perspective is the first step toward winning in every situation. Feedback is the language of growth. Failure speaks in its own voice, showing you what does not work, what needs adjustment, and where your resilience is tested. It invites you to pause, reflect, and strategize. Instead of turning away in fear, meet failure face to face. Listen deeply to what it says. Every great achievement is born out of countless failures. The most successful are not those who never fell, but those who refused to stay down. Their minds were trained not to see failure as a wall, but as a stepping stone, a necessary moment on the path to mastery. In those moments when you stumble, do not rush to judgment. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn here? How can this experience sharpen my wisdom? When you see failure as feedback, you transform frustration into fuel, pain into power. Failure humbles you and reminds you that growth is a journey, not a destination. It teaches patience, resilience, and the art of perseverance. The mind that is trained to receive failure as a message becomes flexible, adaptable, and fierce. Avoid the trap of internalizing failure as a reflection of your worth. Your value is not diminished by what does not go right. You are whole and enough, regardless of outcomes. Failure only measures a moment, not your essence. Celebrate the courage it takes to fail. Each time you fall, you are stepping out of your comfort zone, daring to try something new, and stretching the limits of your potential. This bravery is a victory in itself. Your mind has the power to reframe the narrative. Instead of "I failed," say, "I am learning." Instead of "This is impossible," say, "This is hard, but I will keep trying." Words are seeds that grow into beliefs. Plant the seeds of possibility. When you fail, surround yourself with kindness from others and from yourself. Let go of harsh judgments and replace them with compassion. This is how you create a mental environment where growth thrives. Remember, failure is temporary, but the lessons it teaches are timeless. Each lesson builds the foundation of your wisdom, strength, and grace. Your mind, trained to welcome this feedback, becomes a powerful ally in every challenge. Through failure, your spirit is refined like gold in fire, purer, stronger, more radiant. It molds a resilience that no success alone can create. This resilience becomes your armor and your guide. Look at failure as a teacher, a guide, a gift disguised in hardship. The sooner your mind learns to embrace this truth, the quicker you reclaim your power and step into your victory. The mind that wins is not the one that never falls, but the one that never stops rising. This endless cycle of trying, learning, and growing is the heartbeat of every true champion. So train your mind to see failure as a friend, a compass pointing you toward growth, not as a foe that defeats you. This perspective transforms every setback into a setup for a greater comeback. Cultivate resilience by embracing discomfort. Comfort is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. The mind that wins in every situation learns to seek strength in the uncomfortable, to embrace fear, uncertainty, and pain as teachers rather than enemies. Resilience is born in these sacred moments where you choose to stand, not flee. Discomfort is the language of growth. When your mind meets discomfort, it is being invited into transformation. The familiar feels safe, but the unfamiliar is where courage is forged.